What's up, everybody? It's morning of January 10th. It's like a nice clear morning. I'm gonna rip out onto the lake. I haven't done any filming this year, so I'm ready to go. Let's do it. All right, so I don't know if you can hear me, but you'll notice we got a pretty big pressure crack right here. It looks like there's a lot of slush around in some areas, so I kind of walked out. I left my sled back behind me, checked it out. Looks like this should be a decent crossing. There's a little bit of slush on the other side, so I need to make sure I'm careful there. F***ing panner. So I'm just getting set up out here. It's about 8 o'clock, a little later than I would like to get out, but with some of those pressure cracks that I've been hearing about, I just wanted to be safe, have some light when I got out here. I'm set up right now in about 33 feet of water. The plan is to bang off a bunch of whiteys with hopefully a big laker mixed in. So I'm starting off with a vibrator right now, and what I'm going to do with it is just crash the bottom. Just little rips, let it bang bottom. And what that's going to do is just, it'll make noise and it's going to stir up the bottom a little bit. It should call some whitefish into the area if they're around. I just want to see what's going on. Always get a good thermos for ice fishing. I just missed this fish. He's still kicking around. So one of the problems I'm dealing with right now is I've got bulges underneath me. Just the type of area that I'm on. So I'm missing almost a foot of bottom on the graph when I drop down. It's marking the top of the rock as bottom. So then when the bait goes down past the rock, it disappears for almost a foot. So whitefish being bottom feeders, if they're cruising bottom, I'm not marking them. That's kind of a struggle. So I'm going to move fairly soon. I was going to move like right then, and then I just missed that fish. I'm not really seeing much, and I'm having trouble marking the ones that I am seeing. Finally make a fish here. It's the whitey. Missed him once, and then he came back. I got ice in here stopping my leader from coming through. Whiteys are good at finding their way back to a hole. Tangled up there now, but see, vibrato. Using a 1/2 ounce right now, 14 gram. Got whitey slime. It's disgusting. Lip them like a bass, baby. It's a decent one. It's not a big one, but the wife wants one to eat, so this one will be din-dins, and we'll get back at her. Alright, hooked up on another whitey here. It came in pretty quick, ate pretty quick again. Still not marking that many fish. Like, I'm probably going to move. I mean, you kind of have to give it another minute when you catch a fish, because they often swim in groups, but I'll give it maybe 10 more minutes here and move on to try and get some lakers. They're good eater size whiteys. I haven't seen any big ones yet, but another slimy, decent fish. Let me get this one back down actually. Okay, so just got that fish a couple minutes ago. I'm just not seeing that many fish. Like, I've only seen 4 fish this morning. I've hooked all 4, landed 2. So the fish are biting, but I'm not marking that many. So I want to get to an area that has a bigger concentration of fish if they're biting this good. So I took some Robaxa sets this morning because I threw my back out the other day. It's way better now, but still needed the Robaxa set. So it's making me lazy. I don't want to move, but if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to pack up and go. Alright, so I set up on this new spot here. A lot deeper. I'm in 50 feet here. And honestly, I was heading to a totally different spot. And I kind of just stopped in the middle of nowhere. Let's try something that we used to do before all this mapping came out. Just drive and drop. And immediately I've had more action on bottom than I did the whole time I was at that first spot. I dropped a lipless crankbait down right away and had a laker chase it up about 3 times and not commit. And I've had a bunch of whitefish roll through in numbers, but I still had that lipless crankbait down and they weren't into it. So I just put a vibrato down again now and see if these fish come back. I was working on the first spot, so I got a lot of whitefish coming through. I had that one laker right away that was chasing me all around. And now I'm getting whitefish every few minutes coming through, but they're just hanging around. They're not really showing much attention to the lure, and or they're just not interested in biting. So I'm gonna give this one more fish. Next fish I mark, if I can't catch it, I'm gonna move. I can always come back, but the fish were biting at that first spot. So, I mean, maybe find another spot where they are biting. So this is what messes me up, because I said I'd give it one more fish. I gave it one more fish, but it actually bit. I just missed it. Do I stay? Do I go? Now I gotta give it one more fish. It's decisions in fishing, man. So I had one more fish come in, mess around and not commit to it. So I'm getting out of here. I feel like I'm wasting a good part of the day sitting on these fish that aren't biting. So let's get out. Just got set up at the new spot here. Hadn't marked anything till this. I think it's a trout. Just doesn't really know it's hooked yet. Got some hot dogs cooking. All kinds of fun stuff. Oh yeah, it's a big trout. Just doesn't know it's hooked. Big trout. Like, he hasn't gotten any runs yet. He's just dogging. Fluorocarbon bumping on the ice. I hate that. Got his head almost here. Maneuver it just a little better. He's right there. Right there. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. There's your, yeah. There's, oh. So we'll get these hot dogs cooking again. 20-pounder. Hot dog lunch is the way to go ice fishing. I just missed a fish. Just pulled it right out of its mouth on the bite, so I don't know. I was gonna leave again. It's hard leaving after losing that big trout here. Could be more of that class around. I don't know how big the fish I just missed was. Nowhere. It hit while I was jigging bottom. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's a laker or a whitey I snagged, because I just hooked it while I was jigging. Way off to the side here. It's indicative of a lake trout. Oh yeah. Redemption time. Hopefully. Up here. Decent trout. That's the fish there. Not a bad one. Got a big trout on here. It chased up. Got it at the hole. It obviously it doesn't know it's hooked yet. There's no way. Here he goes. It's another really big fish. I don't think it's as big as the first one, but it's bigger than the second one. I just gotta not screw this one up. Again, I wasn't paying attention. I had the rod down. I saw a fish streaking. I'm only 8 feet off bottom, so it doesn't give me a lot of time. As soon as I picked it up, fish charged harder and ate. Probably about 8 feet below the ice. Just remembering that I'm only in 24 feet of water, so. I had his head in the hole, so I'm gonna be really upset if I lose this fish now. Make it 2 big ones in a day. Got him. Big fish. Big dirty fish. And that, my friends, is definitely a goby. Digested goby. I gotta get this hook out without pliers. Alright. It's a good one there. Not as big as I thought, but I think it's still closer to 15. Get a scale on her. $16.24. 16-pounder. Alright everyone, so I made kind of a lazy setup here in my last spot. I'm also reusing my first spot, so I've got a hole that I had this morning. Hunt's not going down because all the slush is frozen up. Whatever, I only wanted to fish here a couple minutes on the way in. Overall, it was a pretty slow day. I had a couple decent bites there. Like I ended up landing 4 whiteys and 2 lakers. Lost that big laker, lost a few whitefish. The last little bit, the bite has slowed big time though. We've had an east wind start to roll in. It's raining. The rain's finally subsided a bit now, so I might take this opportunity to head in. Like I said, I've been out 2.5 hours now without a fish, and it's time to go warm up and edit this video. So I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, click like, share, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Check out some of these videos I'll put in the corner of the screen here, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.